Do you feel desired in China as a black girl? Do men approach you here in China? A lot of people say that Asian men have a fetish for black women.
Most of them, they just want to experience it. There is a difference between us and the Asian women. Bigger backside and big boobs and what.
Do you believe in shooting your shot as a lady?
I don't find them interesting.
You don't find Chinese men interesting? Ah. Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
I'm from Zambia.
From Nigeria.
I'm from Nigeria.
How long have you been in China?
Been here for 8 years.
8 years.
Wow, 7, 8 years.
4 years already.
Do men approach you here in China as a black woman?
Have I been approached by a man? No, I haven't. But do I wish to?
How has dating been for you in China over the last 8 years?
I haven't done much dating in China.
For 8 years?
Yes, because I have this conception that dating in China is kind of like temporarily. Even though I know of like friends who got married from dating, but anyway, let me say I haven't found anyone who I think it's compatible.
Have you been dating since you came to China?
No,
Do you have a boyfriend?
no, not currently. No.
Is it possible to find love in China?
In terms of China, there is love, yeah?
Okay.
You shouldn't go for students. You get, they are students in China, right? Most of them, they finish and go back, and that is the end of the relationship. And I have 2 friends that got married in China. Yeah.
Wow, 2 friends who met their husbands
Yeah.
here in China and got married in China?
Exactly. Their partners, both male and female, they are not students. You get, when you are a student in China, it doesn't give you the avenue to do that. China is not an European country that you can be a student and be working and be raising a family. It's not like that here. So if you actually looking for love, you are looking for something serious, please stay away from students.
Your main purpose shouldn't be coming to China to find a date. But if you're in China and you're looking to date, it's a tricky question because China is, sometimes you could just be the lucky ones. You find someone you like and then you end up dating and marrying, or you just end up being single to you die. If you're coming to China, you have like your reasons. Okay, there are different reasons. People come here, or they want to find a partner, or people want to come in to study or do business. So the thing is, here is an open space. There's opportunity everywhere, so you can come and find whatever you want to find. But I'm just like not going to the love part or relationship part. Is a thin chance that you might get approached by a Chinese person because of even their parents who might not agree. They might be interested in you. You gotta be dating for like ages, and then it's getting to the part they want to introduce you to their parents. Parents might just say no. I know how they are. They're very respectful to their parents. They'll be like, oh, my mom said, or my father said they don't want blah blah blah. So everything will just cut off. Imagine a relation of 10 years.
10 years. Is this
It's an example.
you're saying that a lot of Chinese people, their parents will not approve of them being with a black person?
Yeah, they will not approve.
What about you? Would your parents approve of you being and getting married to a Chinese man?
Maybe dating, but not getting married.
Why?
I think our way of thinking, our way of life culture and everything is quite different. So I don't know if I can cope.
They will, because abroad, they're bringing somebody from here and coming to back home. They will agree. Probably they will, but the thing also depends on me because it's not my parents, it's not my mother or my father is getting married to the person. If I share the same interest, then it can work. If I don't, then it can't work.
Okay, thank you. So that's interesting. From what she's saying that her parents are going to be open to her being with a Chinese man as long as that is what she wants and it's someone she enjoys his company and they share the same interests with. Whereas she's saying that as a Chinese man, the tendencies of his parents disapproving of him coming back with a black girl is high. A lot of people say that Asian men have a fetish for black women. Do you feel that way?
Most of them, they just want to experience it. You get to
Just want
know
to experience it, like
exactly to know if there is a difference between us and the Asian woman. Because I've
Down
heard
there.
exactly because I've had some comments directed to me, like probably as a friend, he was asking. He heard that we are like this, we are like
please enlighten us.
that we are more deeper and whatnot. I wouldn't want to, but that kind of comments and whatnot, and with us having a bigger backside and big boobs and whatnot, they want to feel it. Me having that thought in
Your
me,
mind.
so it makes me to dismiss them totally. So I think that is actually one of my reasons. Not that if I wanted to date, there is nobody there or whatnot. There is actually this man that has been on my neck since years,
Wow.
even from Nigeria actually.
The Chinese man has been on your case from Nigeria
I'm
before
saying-
you came to China.
Exactly.
Wow, talk about persistence. Wow.
That is another thing they have actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is me. Yeah,
The attraction is just not there.
yeah, exactly.
Do you miss being pursued in China?
I would say so, because once you're being pursued as a lady, that you think, okay, I have high chances of dating, but here, you're not being pursued, you feel like, am I ever going to date again,
Yeah.
And again, as ladies, it's weird for us to, approach a guy.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you believe in shooting your shot as a lady?
In today's generation, I think it's the best thing ever, because sometimes the guy could be shy, and if you're not shy, you know what you want. Go after it. What are you waiting for?
The best thing ever in this generation.
Yes.
You walk out to a guy and express your interest in him.
Yeah, you don't have to be like, oh, I like you, some serious stuff. Can we just hang out, right? And
And maybe ask for his number.
yes, you can do that. Have you done that? Okay, sorry.
I've not. I've not, and I have absolutely no plans of walking up to a guy and expressing interest, or I'm a more traditional woman.
Oh my gosh, shoot my shot. If I like someone, yeah, I'm not shy. If I like you, it's okay if you say okay, I don't like you, maybe, and all that. Maybe if you say okay, maybe if you know each other first, then yeah. But I'm not shy. I can shoot my shot.
Are you not scared of rejection?
No, I'm not scared of rejection. It's the same thing when a guy shoots his shot. It's your choice to say yes or no. It's the same thing when I try and shoot my shot, right? When he says no, I'm like, okay, I understand.
Let us know below in the comment section. As a woman, are you open to shooting your shot at a guy? Do you feel desired in China as a black girl? Do men approach you, to woo you or ask for your number?
For Chinese men, it's a little difficult. Like, it's rare, not difficult, rare. And then for black men, of course, if you live in cities where there are like a lot of foreigners, you are, of course, be approached. Yeah.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to come to China to study and hopes, to date in China as a black woman? Is this something possible, or should they just give up, or, meet someone back there in their country?
You have to meet someone in your country, or you don't have to like dismiss the fact that you wouldn't find someone. Just be open-minded. It's possible to find. I have lots of friends who found love in China, so of course. Yeah.
Oh, you have lots of friends who found love in China. Wow. Long-term love, or, just a fling, quick in and out kind of thing.
Marriage, I mean.
Ooh, marriage.
yes.
Interesting. What is the major difference you have noticed between Chinese men and Nigerian men, seeing as you're from Nigeria?
Confidence,
Confidence. From who?
because our people, our odogus, they are very confident. Like, yeah, I know. For example, they see someone, they will like, oh, even if they know, oh, she's not my spec, they will still go for it. You get. But for the Chinese men, I feel because of the language barrier or the culture, they tend not to make effort to talk to any foreigner.
Okay, so you're saying that Nigerian men or African men seem to have more confidence compared to Chinese men.
Yeah.
I feel like Chinese men are a little shy, especially when it comes to being with foreigners. They're a little shy. But the ones who are been abroad or who are open-minded. They
Ones who have been abroad are more open-minded.
exactly, yes.
As a black woman living in China, are you open to dating people from other races like white, Asian, and just people who are not African or black?
I think the heart wants what the heart wants, so race does not matter.
Oh, race does not matter. What if someone is coming to China and they can't speak Chinese, but they want to date a Chinese guy? Is it possible still?
I feel like dating in does I get it that you need like communication to understand each other, but I also have seen videos of people who do not speak Chinese and they're married to Chinese men, and I feel like they are doing great. And some Chinese men speak English, so if you're lucky to get the one who speaks English, then that's good for you. And I feel like gradually you can learn how to speak Chinese if you live here, so that wouldn't be a big problem if you ask me.
Okay, so you guys have heard her. She's saying that even if you don't know how to speak Chinese and you're open to dating a Chinese man or a Chinese girl, it shouldn't be a problem. I think as you're communicating with that person, as the more you guys spend time, you start picking up Chinese here and there. And my Chinese teacher used to tell me that the quickest way to learn Chinese was to get a Chinese boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you know of any Nigerian or any African women, any black women who have found love in China and it has actually worked out between them and their partner?
Wow, then I have to just browse through my mind because I have seen people that they were dating and then they married. They went home and married, yeah, but not from Nigeria, but from other countries like Zimbabwe and Namibia, yeah.
Okay, so you saw people from Zimbabwe, Namibia who dated each other.
Yes.
And ended up going back home to get married. Yes. So they didn't date Chinese men.
No, they dated each other and then they married, yeah.
Do you feel desired as a black woman living in China? Do you feel desired by Chinese men?
Yeah.
Have you been approached by Chinese men?
Yeah.
And how did that turn out?
No way, I didn't go anywhere.
You didn't go anywhere, why?
I ended there. Because they can add your WeChat today, tomorrow they don't. That moment, they just want to experience that moment. After that moment.
Yes, I'll have to agree because in China, people do this a lot where they see you, they're excited like, oh my God, you're a foreigner, you're a black person, can we, exchange WeChats? And then when you're done exchanging WeChats, it's like crickets, silence, you'll not hear from them again, both the male and female,
Females are they have more confidence, like they tend to be out there as compared to the guys.
Oh, interesting. What about dating apps? Dating apps in China, are you in any of them?
No, I don't use dating apps.
Is this something that you think you're going to consider in future?
I don't think so.
Open Tinder and
you have opened Tinder?
Yeah,
in China.
Tinder,
why? Why?
I was just intrigued to see who are there, if I know anybody.
So you open Tinder and Bumble not to find someone to date, but to see if you know anybody there. Are you open to dating a Chinese man?
Nope. Thing is, I don't find them interesting.
You don't find Chinese men interesting? Why?
I don't know. Probably the way I feel about them, not on a racial part of it. I don't find them attractive. Exactly.
Okay, you guys, so she's saying that as a Nigerian or as an African, a black person, she doesn't find Chinese men attractive.
I haven't thought about it, but as I said before, the heart wants what the heart wants. So if I find someone that is, very interesting, but right now I'm not searching. So
what would your parents say if you came to China and you reach out to your father and your mother and you're like, oh, I found the love of my life, he's Chinese? Would they have been open to you being with a Chinese man? What do you think?
For my dad, I think he doesn't care.
Okay.
But for my mom, I'm the favorite. Maybe she wouldn't
You're too happy.
about it. But I'm sure if it's what I want, she will let me go.
Can you speak Chinese?
yeah, I can speak Chinese.
Do you think it's important for someone to learn or know how to speak Chinese before living comfortably in China?
The truth is, Chinese is a foundation. Seriously, it helps life. Yeah, even though as you speak English, there are certain cities you can go to and then you can have a good life. But when it comes to saving yourself if you're in an awkward situation and it's good to speak Chinese, because sometimes maybe you are in a situation that you cannot help yourself. If you're speaking Chinese, if you're speaking English, and then the person or maybe the officer that comes to talk about the case might not even understand English. So, how will you save yourself, my dear?
I agree. I agree. I think knowing how to speak Chinese just helps you live a more comfortable life in China. Because I mean, it's China. 90 or 95% of the people are Chinese, so it just makes life easier.
As a black woman in China, a Nigerian, an African, do you feel desired being a woman here in China?
It depends on if it is about the locals, like the Chinese.
Yes, by Chinese men, I mean.
Chinese men. To compare it to when I am at home in Nigeria, yeah, it has reduced. But from the other foreigners like me in China,
Example, what countries?
the fellow Africans, then
Okay, sorry. So you're saying that you feel more desired by fellow Africans than Chinese men here in China?
yes, that is it.
What if you don't find love in China? What is your plan?
My plan is maybe go back home, and maybe if I find myself a man, or I'll just travel the world. Maybe my man is, outside there,
Outside of China?
outside of Zambia, China, maybe within Africa. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna hunt for my